This time around I found a weird one. It's called Punk Rock Holocaust. I'm gonna read the back of the box here for you. Punk's not dead, but it's about to be. The scene is the 2003 Vans Warped Tour, one of the biggest touring punk festivals in history. But this time around, instead of merely moshing, bands, fans, merchants, and crew members are being systematically slaughtered. This film features starring roles and performances from nearly every band on the tour as they struggle to keep on the road and figure out who is behind the crimes. Okay. And so it even has on the back here, it says victims include, meaning like the musical acts, like bands that were on the tour. There's only a couple on here that I'd even heard of. There's a few that I'm a fan of. A lot of them are, up and coming punk bands from 2003. Some of them aren't even really punk. And some of them are quite good, the ones that I haven't heard of. But the ones that I did hear of, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get more music from these bands. So this movie takes place on the Warped Tour. Okay, so the Warped Tour, if you're not familiar, is like, a traveling music festival. It's probably the longest running one in North America, I believe. And it started in 1995, and it's ran right up until 2019. It features primarily punk bands, or it did when it first started. I don't know, I guess the organizers of the tour decided, hey, wouldn't it be fun if we made a little kind of like behind the scenes kind of like documentary? And somebody was probably like, yeah, let's make it a documentary, but like let's kill everybody and use super fake gore and make it look funny, and we'll do like a parody horror movie while at the same time promoting our tour and featuring music from the bands that are on the tour. And we'll just throw it together and we'll ask all the bands, hey, you want to be in this cool movie and to promote for next year and whatever. And it's kind of cool. I thought that was a neat idea, and yeah, they pulled it off, and they made, actually there's sequels to this too. I didn't even know this one existed, and there's like at least 3 of them. Okay, so they make it like a horror movie, like somebody's like stalking and murdering all the like employees on the tour, in some cases the fans on the tour that are there for the festival. Then also the bands, like a bunch of the band members mostly band members, I think, get killed in like fake gory ways. And the gore is so cheap that it looks like so crappy, but it's funny because it's so crappy and so cheap. However, there's a couple problems with this whole movie. I mean, I came into this expecting like exactly what it said on the back cover. I was expecting like, okay, we're going to get some concert footage, and we're going to get some like gory kills and stuff like that, and it should be kind of funny. Like, let's see, okay. I was expecting really huge production values or anything like that. I got what I expected, but I got way too much of it in terms of the gore. I mean, it looks funny, and the first like 7 or 8 times that you see this fake gore, it gets a chuckle out of you because it's so stupid looking. But there's like a record number of on-screen kills in this movie, more than any horror movie. As far as I know, like, there's well over 100, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on, and it's like, it's not funny anymore. It just looks shitty, and just end this movie already, because they're focusing way too much on that stuff, and not enough on the music. And the music that they have in there it's fine. It's just that these aren't the bands that I was hoping for. Like a lot of the bigger bands, there's a band called Face to Face that's in there. I've always been a fan of Face to Face. All they get to do is they'll get like, stabbed with a fake knife, and they get like fake blood or whatever, and they're like, oh, and it lasts about 30 seconds. That's Face to Face. You don't get to hear a song from them or anything like that. You also don't get Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. I'm a fan of that band as well. And same thing, because they don't feature any of Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. They don't feature any of their music. They just show them getting stabbed or poisoned, I think, is actually how they go out, which is really dumb. But it's kind of funny, and they have a kind of funny performance, and it only lasts 15 seconds. But didn't get any of their music. That sucks. We did get music from, Simple Plan. Don't care for that band. We also get Rancid. We get a Rancid song in here. Then we get Andrew WK. Okay, all the other bands, you can tell that they're recording live. Like, this is what it actually sounded like when they were filming this, and what we're seeing on screen is. But Andrew WK is fucking lip syncing for the whole time, and then there's like 20 people on stage, and then there's like, okay, let's do our punk rock Holocaust thing, and we'll kill them on stage, kind of thing, and whatever. And it looks super crappy, and they probably, I don't know if they did it while this was actually happening, like when the people were at the festival. Yeah, it just looks really stupid, and the song is stupid, and Andrew WK is stupid, and whatever. And the acting is absolutely atrocious in here. I mean, there's a few of like the band members and things like that I guess their acting is probably better than some of the people that actually carry the story, because those people are bad. If these are the people that are actually doing those jobs on this tour, I don't expect them to be masterful actors or anything. And it's a cheesy, stupid horror parody, so who cares? The acting is so bad in here and inconsistent. And there's even some parts where like the audio is really weird. Like there's the ending, which is really dumb, and they find out it's like some reanimated zombie or something like that that's going around killing people, and there's like an army of them or something. They have one of its severed heads, and they have it on the table, and of course it's like a guy with, with the head poking out of the table, and there's blood all over. So the effects, who cares? Whatever, it's funny. But he's speaking in this like demonic voice or whatever, and it's so like distorted and high pitched, and there's so much effects on it, you can't even understand what the guy's saying. And this last scene, it takes about 2 minutes to go by with somebody talking to the head, but the audio's so bad you can't hear what the hell's going on, and it's supposed to be funny, like it's supposed to be comedy lines and stuff, but it's like, what did he say? What was that? And I was like, I'm not going to rewind and go back, because who cares? Overall, I guess, I don't know, punk rock Holocaust. I was happy to find it, and happy to watch it. It wasn't absolutely terrible waste of time or anything like that, but it dragged on for just so long. Oh, there is one good scene that I forgot to mention. It features a band called the Phenomenauts, who's like this weird ass punk band, and they all wear costumes and things, and they got this like space theme going on, and this really cheesy like 50s B-movie space outfits or something. Yeah, so they got their own shtick going on there, and they're not a bad band either. And they get a fairly lengthy scene. Like the members of this band are in it for like a good solid 5 minutes. They're actually part of the plot, and they try and go find the killer and all that stuff. And I thought those guys were kind of funny. So that's a plus on this movie. Yeah, but it just went on for so long, and it was like, okay, we get it. This could have been 40 minutes. They could have had way less kills and way more music in that 40 minutes. So overall, what would I give Punk Rock Holocaust as a letter grade? Well, I didn't hate it, that's for sure. I did kind of like it, but just the negatives far outweigh the positives, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a C+. C+, because it's like, well, they obviously tried. Tried by not trying, if you know what I mean. I mean, the gore scenes are funny, to a point. The bands are good, but there's too many of them that I never heard of, and not enough of the ones that I have heard of. It's kind of, should you see it? I don't know. If you like punk rock, you'd probably like it. If you like cheap horror movies, you'd probably like some of it, so you can laugh at it, but you're going to get bored of it. So anyway, that's my movie for today. Have a good one out there, everybody.